Alright, let's get back into this. What was this one called? Wonderful? Wonderful. One at a time. Yes. So, we've got 11 crew remaining for the last 3 maps. And I was thinking on this one, we might be able to do it with just Ninja Alchemist and Azili. Fingers crossed. Because I cannot guarantee that. So I was thinking maybe having the ninja like here. And then the alchemist would be right next to it. And then Azili would be somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but let's see if ninja can work in this spot. Fingers crossed. It's a pretty decent spot. Massive range, especially when we get the buffs. Okay, we missed one. That's fine. That's fine so long as we can get sharp shurikens. Oh, sorry, ninja discipline. My bad. Actually, you know what? That'll round it down to an even number. I'm cool with that. 40 lives. Sounds pretty sweet in my mind. Let's actually put it on last. Because I've noticed weirdly that a lot of the time on last, my towers do better for some reason. Back to first. Clean some things up a bit. Okay. Keeping the amount of lives even. That's a priority I have. It's not a great one, but it is one. Okay, there we go. We should be fine now. Ninja discipline is the main thing we need to start off with to actually get an actual run going with the ninja, but beyond that, it's a little bit easier. Seeking shurikens definitely helps, and then sharp shurikens puts the icing on the cake and allows us to get our hero and our alchemist. So we should be good from here on out. I just don't know if a 5th tier top path ninja can handle everything up to round 79. Because realistically, that's all we need to get to. Because we can most likely pop the ZOMG on round 80. And we all know Azili's ability makes that much easier to handle as well. So, Azili's going to be up next. In fact, we don't have any... Okay, good. I was just thinking, like, what did Azili fuck up for me in the last episode? And that was the glue gunner's damage, which I thought was a really weird bug. But, yeah. So luckily we don't have to worry about that anymore, because we're not using a glue gunner anymore, but that's good to be aware of. Azili's stupid damage over time makes the glue gunner's stupid damage over the time slightly less damage over timey, which is very bad. Well, not even slightly less, like dramatically less, which is even worse than slightly bad. In fact, it pretty much made us lose one of the levels, but we managed to pull it back, luckily. It was just annoying because, like, we would have done perfectly fine if the glue gunner just had its full power, but Azili's dumbass came in with a weaker damage over time, and I couldn't just sell Azili because I'd lose the ability that I needed within, like, 2 rounds from that point in time. So you can't exactly just sell her and rebuy her and just be like, oh yeah, everything's fine. No, sadly doesn't work like that. Alright. But yes, this is hard standard, but typically most of the games I play are hard standard or some sort of deviation of hard difficulty, so the pricing should be okay for it. But we're just gonna go straight up for like a 5th tier ninja. And see if we can make it in time. And by in time, I mean in time for round 63. Because that's exactly where I know the Ninja Alchemist cannot handle by themselves. So we'll just see how we go. And then see what we need for the next couple of maps before we place anything else. Just in case this doesn't work out the way I want it to. But overall, it should be fine. We've still got minimum of, like, well, not minimum, maximum we can have 3 towers per map, including Azili. So 4 towers per map, technically. But those are pretty good odds. Oh, and this is the one map that it would be really ideal to one-shot. And by that I mean do it all in one go without having to back out and restart. Just because, very much like the Spike Factory's spikes laid on the track, if you've got like a perma-spike, you will know the pain of this. If you back out and then come back into the game, all those spikes on the track are gone. And similarly with this map, these little plant things that can actually help you out by stunning the balloons will reset, and they won't be available to you, or to my knowledge. Maybe they have changed that, but there was a point in time where that was the case, so fingers crossed that it's not anymore, but you never know. Okay, so let's actually have a look at what we need for the last 2 maps. Spillway and Adora's Temple. Adora's Temple is much more forgiving than Spillway, but both seem relatively okay, and even Spillway's on medium difficulty, so things will cost less. So, for Spillway, I did want the Monkey Ace, like, just for a fact, and if we could have a tack shooter, like, right in the middle, get it up to attack zone, I think that would be super ideal as well. So I'm going to try not to use those 2 here if I can. Ninja, good cleanup. Admittedly, got quite far, but Azili should be able to compensate for Moab's getting further. But let's think. So these 2 I want for Spillway. I don't think they'll be able to do it together, although they could. It's very possible that they could. I don't know where I'd put Azili, but with this big bad in the middle, and this guy on the sides is like a Spectre or something with camo detection, I feel like these 2 could potentially solo Spillway, which would be nice. And then, what? Everything else is for Adora's Temple? So, if we just mainly think of these 2 for Spillway, and then maybe even a Mortar for Spillway, then that will leave our boy Dartling Gunner, Heli, Sniper, Wizard, and Engie for Adora's Temple, which isn't bad. Like, Wizard can carry for the most of that, for the most part. And then Dartling Gunner would also be very versatile on Adora's Temple, because you just put him at the top, point and click, very nice. I'm just thinking about camo detection, lead popping power, camo lead popping power, because as I've stated before, Azili and Churchill, the 2 heroes you could pick on hard difficulty for this Odyssey, both can see and pop almost every type of balloon. Right? Azili can't pop purples, which is a little bit of a sucky situation. Oof, that is also a bit of a sucky situation. Oh, there's only the 1 green that survived that? Really? I know I said I shouldn't reset, but let's be honest, we can probably take out that green. I don't need those stuns. See, that's what I was talking about. All these lovely little flowers reset. And all of a sudden, you can't use their stuns. Are we good now? Are we good this time around? Was it just a bad timing on the buff? Yeah, it was. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, so I'm thinking these 2 for Spillway. Oh, my bad. Potentially these 3 for Spillway. Starting off with attack, of course. Then going into like a never miss camo detecting. Oof, we might have to go for a flamey boy. Oh no, we've got the mortar. That's perfect. So this guy's for raw damage, plus top path if we need early lead popping power. This guy can be for camo balloons, and this guy can be for lead balloons. It'll be perfect, and then Azili can just help clean up. Azili, can you actually attack strong for me? Thanks. Because that's getting a little scary. Alright. So if we do manage to squeeze out another 10 grand within the next few rounds, we should be good. But it will be close, I will tell you that much. Because goddamn, just look at it. You just have to look to see that it's going to be close. Yep. Okay, but I think we can do this. I get a good feeling about this. So, we'll do the pathetic upgrades. The ones I don't usually get. Ever. Just because, I mean, really? Really? Caltrops and acid pools are going to make the difference. Oof, but they almost did. Holy shit. And see, I already know, it's scary how I immediately know that one single monkey knowledge upgrade would have made sure that we won that round. And that was the one that makes the ninja projectiles lifespan last longer. Which means that the projectiles that died like out here would have in fact gone further and hunted down those yellow balloons and green balloons and all that jazz. See, just like that. Alright. Let's see if we actually need to do something else here. Oof. This sucks because we are pretty damn close. In terms of affording the goods. So what can we do? What can we do? I'm not gonna lie, I don't see engineer being really good anywhere. So I'm thinking it might be okay to put him down here on this map. But I really was wanting to do this without placing anything other than these guys. So we'll put him on strong for now. Just for now. We will swap it when we start to see like when we start to see balloons starting to like get through. Like that. And then back to strong, and then back to first. Is that helping at all? Sort of, but not really. Okay. I think I might just have to suck it up and place another tower here. Which sucks, but shit happens, right? So that means if for Spillway I have these 3, then for Adora's Temple I have these 4. I think we could deal with that. Could we deal with that? Yeah, we could totally deal with that, right? I mean, it's certainly doable. Like, these 3 towers have the potential to pop everything together. These 4 towers have the potential. Well, this guy right on his own has the potential to pop everything. So I think we'll be fine without an engineer. But an engineer is a really good starting monkey. That's the only thing I'm scared of. To be honest, I don't use Helipilot that much. So I might throw it down here. Because I'm not going to use it on Adora's Temple, and I'm probably not going to use it on Spillway either. Just because of the price. It'll be shit to get early game. And late game I'll be focusing on other things. So I think I'll place the Heli instead, to be honest. So let's do that. We're not going to spend a crap ton of money on it. We're just going to help out with some DPS up here. And then obviously moving back when a couple or more balloons leak through. Okay, help out with the Moab. There we go. That's all we needed. A little bit of assistance from a stupid helicopter. Honestly, I know the helicopter's actually quite strong, but I personally just don't really use it. Wow, that speed is horrible. And not the speed of the balloons. Jeez. Alright. Fine, fine. I'll give it some upgrades. You can move slightly faster, see camo balloons, and chase the balloons you goddamn self. See if that helps. I know it helps me a lot. I don't have to bloody do anything. Oh god, you're not popping that. Oh, never mind. Ninja came in clutch. Thank you very much, Ninja. Alright, but this helicopter is essentially just an investment. He's helping us get through these rounds now, but ideally, we sell him to buy a Grandmaster. I know, it sounds a lot like betrayal, but trust me. It's gonna be worth it, and we can always get the poor guy back. So it should be fine. And it's all in favor of deleting the balloons. So, you know, it should be proud to do it for its monkey town country, whatever this game is trying to create here. Whatever world building is going on here. Never mind, we might not even have to sell him. Yeah, no, this is looking perfect. We'll see, we'll see. Can we handle 4 Moabs right there? I doubt it. It's looking like we might have to sell them. Because that is looking like an awful lot of balloons. Alright. Sorry, Heli. You're just a little bit too expensive. There we go. Max out the upgrades for funsies. Now try your best. Go on. Try it. See what happens. Deleted. Beautiful. Alright. Come on back. Come on back. I feel bad. Come on. A little bit more, a little bit more. Pursuit. Okay. We should be absolutely fine right now. Honestly, the only reason I didn't place the engineer was because the engineer is more viable as a starting tower. And a lot of the times, that's what screws me over, is trying to start. Which is quite painful on certain maps and with certain towers only. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. 63 demolished. Happy to see it. Admittedly, Ninja's not as great as things like the Crossbow Master when it comes to demolishing ceramics, but it still does a pretty good job. Just needs a bit of an alk buff to help it along. And I'm not gonna lie, on certain maps, I've started to really like the Ultra Jug upgrade. Like, usually I'm a very strong Crossbow Master fan, and 9 times out of 10 on most maps I will be. But on certain maps, like Balance and Encrypted, and the one on the moon, Craters, or if that's what it's called. Like, on maps like those, the Ultra Jug just really appeals to me. And seeing how insane damage it is, like how insanely good the damage is, that's what I was trying to get out there. I don't know. It makes me wonder if it's good on regular maps too. Rather than ones where there's just a bunch of enclosed spaces, you know? Never really tried it out too much in open spaces. I guess generally because it's not as good as clustering up all of the frickin' spiky balls that split out. But it's certainly interesting. Right, I guess if we get 21,000 we can get even more damage. Now, I guess the heli was another one of those towers that can pop everything. Like, it can see camo, it can pop leads when it gets to that razor rotors, and it's firing sharp objects rather than magical blasts, so purples don't stand a chance either. So a purple lead camouflaged balloon would still get slaughtered. So yeah, in that regard, heli's a good tower, but just the expense, man. You just know it's going to be a mid to late game tower rather than an early game tower, but I like having my early game options open, because who knows how else we'll get screwed over. It's a good thing I didn't place the engineer though, because if I had placed the engineer and tried it out, it would be gone just like my Spike Factory. So I'm glad I thought that over, I talked it out and stuck with the heli in the end. Because That would have been a fatal mistake. Well, not fatal, but it would have made things more annoying. That's for sure. Alright, a little bit more, and boom. Now we're shooting missiles. We didn't even need Azili's ability for that. Beautiful. Alright. Once again, I don't think I need to remind people, but just in case, don't use Azili's second ability. Because, well, there you go. Just that little end section right there. Drains 10 lives. You only get 50, and if you don't have mana shield or some way to regenerate lives, you're gonna go down to like 10 lives left. Potentially even 1 if you lose 1 life and then use it a bunch of different times. And yes, it is good DPS that it gives to your towers, but it is really not worth it. Honestly, get any other tower. Or any other ability. Alright, this is the true test. Can we take on the camouflaged ceramics? We should be fine, because everything that dealt the damage in the first place is dealing it again. Yep, there we go. We're all good. So, I believe that's an easy win for us, because 79 is a little bit easier for us than 78, I would say. And then all we've got is the big boy on round 80. So, not bad. 3 towers plus Azili got us through this one. And then up next is Spillway. That one's going to be fun. Oh god, that one's going to be fun. And we will see how we go from there. So, here comes the big guy. Bring him on out. Azili starts attacking. I want the ninja to start attacking. There we go. And use the ability. And poof. Literally erased. Alright. 8 towers remaining. So let's just check. Yeah, so I still have my engineer. Beautiful. Let's move on. Move on to Spillway. Bring it. Alright. On to Spillway. I already know how I want to start this, but I've had a revelation. I've tried this before, and it is very sad, but the tack shooter can't actually reach where the balloons travel, even on like the lowest pixel possible, and with the 2 range upgrades in the middle up to super range tacks. It still can't shoot regular balloons. Now, I must admit, there's probably an upgrade later on that will increase range slightly further, but the budget's tight and we just really can't afford that. So we have chosen to start with the NG, and I'm going to replace the tack shooter with something. So this is the start I've been going with. Nice little NG here. Can barely, just barely see into the middle. And we will lose a few lives because of it. Hopefully not too many, we'll see. See, now that confuses me. Hold up. So I'm trying to place him like as much in the middle as I can, like that. But was he missing? Or was he not seeing balloons at some point there? Because I know he just barely sees them. Like, he's not getting away with murder here. But goddamn, he's close to it. Anyway, we'll see how many lives we end up with. But this is how I generally start. See, now that blue balloon probably could have been shot. Which is kind of annoying, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let's get that larger surface area. Which should help us out a little. Obviously not super helpful, but it gets us there. Okay, now, because the tack is crap, we're going to use it on Adora's Temple and not on this map. What will we use on this map? Let's use a sniper on this map. I feel like sniper on this map's actually good, because it's going to save a lot of lives that would just get lost in the abyss. So we'll choose a sniper for now. I say for now like we can choose not to have it later. But no, that's not how this game mode works, sadly. But yeah, we'll have our sniper for now, just to clean up regular balloons, but we'll actually just focus most of our upgrades on the NG for now. Although the sniper will definitely be helping us out here. So, let's get oversized nails. Allow them to pop a little bit more further. And then pin is an amazing upgrade. Insanely strong. And useful. Double guns is god tier. This is honestly my favorite engineer monkey. Honestly, even just a 003 is one of my favorite engineer monkeys. But admittedly, the larger surface area does sort of sell it a bit stronger for me. So, oof, there we go. That damage. Whoo! Who couldn't love that damage? Alright, so let's try and get Azili next. Admittedly, she's not super useful, but she will be good for the Moab damage. So let's see how we go. Do we want this guy on strong yet? I don't think we necessarily need him on it yet. Nah. Okay, so let's put Azili. Where do we want Azili? Here. 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 That looks pretty good. Here. Ooh, there. There. That looks like it reaches in a little bit further than it should. Good. Good. Alright, for now we'll just stick with these guys. These are my main men. We get night vision goggles. Googlies. Night vision googlies. And then... do we go for shrapnel shot or faster firing? Faster firing, I think. We can delve into shrapnel shot later. Are we gonna lose any lives here? We shouldn't do, but I don't trust pink balloons. Okay. We seem fine. And it's weird, because like, lately I've not been putting my snipers on strong, and I kinda like it. Especially the bottom path, middle path sniper. Because, like, why does he need to be on strong? If he's on first, generally he does more damage because everything else is behind that first balloon. Which is where all the shrapnel's going to be flying, so... okay. So, we will come up to a bit of a hiccup soon. On round 28. Where we will need something that can pop leads. And for that, we're not actually going to... buy an oil. We can just turn off auto start here. We're not actually going to buy a new tower or try a different sniper path or whatever. We're going to sell this guy to rebuy him in the exact same position. Middle path style. So now that is going to be our main lead popping power for now. Admittedly. Oh, wait. Auto start, back on. Ordinarily, I would go for a fully automatic to pop lead balloons, because it is very kind and allows that to happen at the fully automatic stage, but we're not even at semi-automatic yet, so we'll just deal with it like this for now. But oh yeah, this is looking good. So far, so good. Just another 1,000 and semi-automatic is going to make this look a hell of a lot different. It's going to make it look like we're winning. Oh, I don't like that sound. Ooh. I saw a balloon go through. Spooky. It's that month of the year. Spooky times. Do you guys celebrate Halloween? I personally don't do the whole dressing up thing, but I do like to see other people's costumes. I can't wait to see how many Squid Game outfits there'll be. That's gonna be fun. Let's actually go strong here. Yeah, there we go. And that's better cleanup. That's what we'd like to see. And that's gonna decamo as well, so even better. But yeah, I can't wait to see how many people just dressed up in red jumpsuits from Skid Game. Ooh, that would be a different story. from Squid Game. That'll be quite fun seeing everybody dressed up in either red jumpsuits or blue jumpsuits, or even just a regular suit, because that was a thing at one point for some reason. Honestly, couldn't tell you why, but yeah, it'd be pretty damn cool. And you know, it'd be even better if you had like, you show up to someone's house in a Squid Game outfit, like in one of the proper like masked red jumpsuit people, suits and all that. And just when they open the door, you just play that fucking music, that ominous ass background music that's just casually playing. Oh, that'd be beautiful. I'd love to see that. Ooh, we're very close to semi-auto. And in fact, I do think I'm going to try and rush for it. If we can hold out just for now, it'll be a big benefit. There we go. Okay. Plus, I think it can pretty much, for the most part, solo the Moab for us. So, we should be fine. And from here, we're going to try and go for an elite defender if all goes well with this Moab. If all goes well with this Moab, we should be able to get an elite defender pretty quick. Okay. It's got to do a few runs around, so that's fine. How are we looking? Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. I'm pretty sure the elite defender, or even just the fully automatic, should be able to solo up until 49. So, we'll just let it rip. So far, we've only used engineer and sniper on this one. Don't get me wrong, I was going to use a third tower, but I mean, if we don't need to, then why bother? Admittedly, things like, you know, round 55 and beyond are going to amp up the difficulty and make it a lot harder for this sniper, especially when he's trying to focus on 4 different entrances at once. Like, look at him. He's practically doing 360s. He's like a 13-year-old playing COD. And don't worry, I can make that joke because I was a 13-year-old doing 360s trying to no-scope my friends while jumping off of tall buildings and falling to my death. So, you know, we've all been there. We've all been there. I was never like the best at it. I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't like dream levels of doing things while falling out of the sky, but it was pretty cool, some of the kill cams I got. Not gonna lie. I did love those days. But sadly, the gang split up a little bit due to console differences and preferences. But hey, elite defender time. Absolute beautiful. Okay. What do we want? Maybe we just overclock the elite defender. Oh shit. I never thought of that. Because, I mean, the elite defender can handle most of this on his own. Maybe we just encourage that. Do we want to encourage that? See, that's more like me. Just bumping up that sensitivity to, like, 20. Just... It's beautiful. Alright. I still think we will probably need a third tower here. Because I don't necessarily trust... It's not that I don't trust the elite defender, I just don't trust this map. It's a little bit shitty, especially for the elite defender, but not doing bad so far. So let's just encourage it by getting an overclock. Because as far as I'm aware, and because of some words that I think I heard in a certain combination at some point in time by some YouTuber that's a lot better than me at this game, I think if you overclock a tier 5 monkey, if the total cost of that tier 5 monkey is less than $50,000, the overclock time will be the whole duration of the cooldown. So like, he's still got the buff, still got it, he's still got it, he's still got it. Okay, it wears off at around the 3/4 complete mark. So that should actually be quite a long enough time for us, to be honest. So we're just going to go through these rounds until the elite defender gets stuck. And then when he does, we'll just overclock him. And then the upgrade, and then the ability should be back in time for whatever else should try and screw us over. Right? That's what I'm thinking. We'll try it, see how we go. I suppose we also could have gone for a balloon trap. Get some extra cash in that early game. Might have been good. Usually is quite a lot of extra cash in the early game. I love that part because the shrapnel it shoots out doesn't actually pop leads, but the main bullet does, so it has to crazily spin around to make sure it can keep up. Alright, can we pop 4 Moabs in here? Goddamn right we can. Hell yeah. Okay, I think we're just gonna chill out for a bit. Screw it, we're overclocking. Oh shit. Please don't finish this round quickly. Please take your time. Okay, we're fine. I was thinking we were screwed for 63 because I was overclocking like crazy. Let's actually use this ability. It's not often that I use it early, but in this situation, these fortifieds need to go down real quick. Alright, how do we deal with 63? Let's just test wave 1. How are we looking? Is it god-awful? It kind of is, but we did clean up the first wave, so let's see the second. Let's see if that's any better and or worse. Okay, let's make sure that's cleaned up. And then that should last for the third wave as well. Beautiful. Okay. A little bit hectic, but nothing we couldn't handle. Let's hex these guys. Oh, this is actually good. Because we can use the hex for Moab problems, and then we can just overclock for any other problem. Okay, I'm liking this. Because I roughly know which rounds are going to cause problems in terms of like balloons versus... Okay, so we need to boost that. In terms of like balloons versus Moabs. Come on, good work. Shredded, nice. Next one. We've handled this before in the arena of death. Beautiful. Absolute legend. Okay. It was actually going really well. Surprisingly well. Like, don't get me wrong. I do fully expect to need like another tower here at some point. Let's use this. But, for the time being, I guess we'll just go until it doesn't look like it'll do well. Oh, and I forgot. The goop that's being left on the ground actually removes the regrow and the camo property from these big old balloons. Could you imagine if this goop actually removed the lead property from the DDTs? Like it just turns it into a black balloon instead of a lead balloon. That'd be pretty funny. All right, round 69. Insert funny joke here. Are we good? I feel like we should be good. Because the pin's holding them in place, which is beautiful for the sniper to clean them up. Nice. Round 70. I don't remember this being all too difficult of a round. Maybe a few BFBs, but other than that... Oh no, just a Moab. Just a few Moabs. The equivalent of one BFB. Okay, holy shit, we're actually doing this. So, let's hex these guys. Where we can. Because I don't think overclocking... Well, overclocking would have helped us through it, but I'd like to try and save overclock for if we've got a balloon problem, not a Moab problem. If you picking up what I'm putting down. Damn, Zeely's actually goated when versing regular Moabs. That's insane. I love it. What the elite defender did onto that first BFB that was coming down here, it took up until like halfway around the circle for the first time to pop it, and Zeely was just like, yeah, let me just fuck it up real quick, like right now. And did the exact same amount of damage, yeah, just like that. Before it even entered the ring. It's insane. Okay, but we might actually do this 2 towers. Which would be better than expected, to be honest. 76 we're going to need to use overclock for, so we can't use an ability. We can't use an overclock on 75. I don't know what's on round 75, but I think it might be slightly annoying. Are we good here? Those are fortifieds. We'll just hex the big guy. Screw it. Oh no, fortifieds. Ew! Don't do that. Are we good here? I might have messed up by using that Azalea ability. Are we okay? I feel like we could be okay, but there might be an overwhelming sense of ceramic death coming our way. We could get this back in time. We get it back now. Okay, we should be fine. Ideally. Oh yeah, we're fine. Clean up. Clean up on every aisle. Come on. Let's try that again, but maybe apply it a bit quicker. So the shrapnel shot can actually hit them at the right time. So now it's changed to ability 4 for some reason. Like that. Oh wait, we'll stop them regrowing as well. That might help. I'm an idiot. I should have done that in the first place. Oh well. But there we go. That's that problem solved. Both our abilities back up. Beautiful. We're going to want to save our hex on 79 at the very end, but we can use it now. That's fine. We can use that now. We want our overclock for 78, potentially. Let's just see how we go with these ceramics, because we might be able to handle them without the overclock. We'll see. It does seem like a bit much though, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a bit much. Okay, overclock it is. Use it now. Can he clean it up? Oh, it's looking better. Just. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, and then we've got our hex back. We shouldn't need it for this round because of the BFB is only 1. And then there's just more ceramics, but we dealt with the first wave, so the second wave shouldn't be all that different. It's just camouflaged, but we can see camo. So then use it again. This one might be a bit more tricky. Although it's looking okay. It's looking scary, but it's also looking okay. Ooh. That was a close one. That was what we call a butt clencher. Alright. Let's stop those guys from doing their thing. I think that would be ideal. And let's overclock this guy. Just to make sure shit doesn't hit the fan too heavily. And I don't really want to use Zeely's first ability, or third ability here, until we desperately need to. You know what? Screw it. We'll use it. Damn. Lead Defender just smashed those regulars. Oh yeah, and this is going to take a while, so this is actually beautiful. So we'll have it up for the ZOMG. All good? I think we've done it, friends. With only 2 towers. Overclock is insane. It is insane. Alright, let's wait for him to get in the middle. Taunt him a little bit. Flip him off. And then... bang. And... bang. And that should pop. Nice. We only used 2 towers. Oh, that's much better. Whew, on to the last map. 6 crew remaining. So, I have struggled with this a little bit, not gonna lie, but I found a solution, and it is a surprising one to say the least. Alright, so, put a Zeely down, put her on strong, so that the damage over time effect actually does something useful, rather than Zeely attacking blue balloons she's already applied damage to. There we go, and it helps to clean up a bit. And we just let Zeely do her thing. Zeely can just sort of chill out for a bit, right? We are gonna lose some lives here, that's fine. We are okay with it because we can pull it back. We can pull it back, throw it back, whatever, however you want to phrase it. We will be fine. Because... actually, we might want to swap it back onto first now. Just because these guys are going to run through being red balloons. And stop right there. Is that enough? That's enough. Okay, so because I am lazy and I didn't just turn auto start off, we're going to sell a Zeely and we're going to buy a Dartling Gunner. That may seem ridiculous, and that's because it is. But a Dartling Gunner is a hell of a lot better defense than a Zeely at level anything in the early rounds. 1, 3, 5, 10 even. Zeely's honestly just trash at defending on her own, hence why we lost so many lives. But, you know, we scam a little bit of money off of her, and then sell her weak ass. And now we've got a guy with a goddamn minigun. Alright, but it's fine, it's fine. We don't just get rid of a Zeely like that, that's rude. We will buy her back from the black market that we sold her to. The monkey market that we sold her to. Okay, put her back. We're all good. We even got hurt cat. Okay, and we're safe. Beautiful. So yeah, I did try this map before, lots of fuck-ups in the beginnings, but honestly this was the best start with the towers we had left. And we should be able to get the ball rolling from here. So, admittedly I did make the next mistake of going for a wizard with a wall of fire. Now, ideally on paper that sounds quite nice, you know, like wall of fire does an amazing amount of damage, it can protect us from the lead balloons. You know, why would that be a bad thing? Well, purple balloons mainly. So overall it's not a terrible idea, but the purple balloon factor makes it horrible. So we're going for the monkey ace, because Zeely also can't pop purple balloons, and you'd think the Dartling Gunner would be able to handle it, but if you rely on the wall of fire too much, you start getting a little bit dependent on it. and then it starts to screw you over because purple balloons cock block the wall of fire, and then everything else starts to leak through and it's just chaos. Okay. But yes, we seem better now. I say that like I was losing this early on before, but no. I did actually lose at around 40 due to lack of pop and power, so that's why I'm going for a never miss as soon as I can. Because that is insane popping power. Okay. We're fine. Just making sure, because, you know, don't want to be losing. Just in general and, you know, again. Seems good, seems good. We're fine, we're okay, we're okay, we're fine, we're fine okay. Pino clean. Don't know where that one came from, but probably your local supermarket, I don't know. Are we good? Pino clean, Honda Civic, and oh god, I don't know what the other one was. There were 3 adverts I was looking to snag. I've got 0 sponsorships from them at all. Oh, maybe it was Weet-Bix. Yeah, Pino Clean, Weet-Bix, and Honda Civics. Those are the 3 sponsors I'm seeking. If you know how to get me in touch with any of those sponsors, and you think they would legitimately give me a deal, please do. It'd be amazing. It's like the only things I want ever. Like I am pure loyalty up in this place. You want me to like swear fealty to your brand? I will, god damn it. Okay. Well, let's just do this. Everybody is expendable. Boom. Everybody's expendable in the name of progress. In this game, I should preface. Let's get some bombs. That's actually a perfect bomb placement track, by the way. That is actually insanely good bomb placement. It's only around the outsides. So Azili can pop leads, so we will get her targeting them. But, for the most part, let's actually get down our wizard now. Because wizard is good. Just not early on at the very beginning of the game. Because that's what I was trying to survive with, just like placing a wizard or placing a Azili early. And the wizard wasn't doing so great on its own. And Azili was better, but not by much. So, now that we've actually got a good defense up and running, we shouldn't need to sell too much more anymore. So we've got the lovely plane doing its never miss strategy. And then hopefully we can get a shimmer and some Raising of the Dead. What a classic. Ooh. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this in part 1, but right now, at this very moment, as well as from, what was it, Wednesday? Wednesday? Yeah, from Wednesday until right now at this very moment, I have been in a great deal of pain. Go me. Honestly, the fitness industry is great and all, but our lecturers really like to remind us what muscle soreness feels like. Because we were put through a lower body strength exercise program. And you'd think, oh, that sounds not too bad. You're just gonna do like a bunch of leg press movements and all that. And no, it really was horrible. Oh, we just lost a couple more lives there, but that's fine. We're gonna get some Raising of the Dead going on, so that should counteract losing lives. I don't know, hopefully. And we'll also get our boy back. But yeah, we were forced to do, and I am not joking when I say this. We did 1 RM squats, Oh, not 1RM, sorry. I was lying about that. We did 3 RM squats, which means loading up the barbell, putting it on your back, and only being able to get out 3 repetitions before you absolutely fail to get out anymore. Right? That's how crazy this was. Hey, there we go. And then we had to do regular squats in between doing the 3 RM squats. And then we had to spot our friends who were doing the 3 RM squats as well, if we had nothing else to do. And then we switched it up to a wall sit, as well as regular squats, and walking lunges with a weight held above our heads. Which was painful, because we were all in a team, and so one person would be doing the walking lunges with the weight above their heads, one person would be doing the wall sit, and one person would be doing the squats. And that sounds perfectly fine, you know? You know, just like have a timer for like 20, 30 seconds or something for each station, and you just switch around. That's beautiful, that's fine. That wasn't the problem. The problem was there wasn't a timer. The timer was the person doing the lunges. So they had to walk from one side of the gym to the other with the weight above their head, doing lunges the whole way. And basically after they had done 2 or 3 laps, like there and back multiple times, once they had done that, then we were allowed to all switch stations. So if your teammates were very frickin' slow on the lunges, you'd be holding a wall sit for like minutes. I'm talking like 2 or 3 minutes each time you go to the next station. And obviously, when you get to the walking lunges, you know that the wall sits are gonna come next, but at the same time, your teammates are already there suffering, so you don't want to prolong their pain, but at the same time, you don't want to prolong your own pain, or like, you don't want to go back to your own pain that quickly. It was rough, right? So yeah, I'm in a lot of pain, but that's not even the end of it. That was only the middle part of the session. The end part involved, guess what? More squats and stepping. We're doing step-ups with weights, with dumbbells in either hand. So that was extraordinarily painful as well. And then on top of that, we had to do box jumps, which is essentially just getting a box that's like 0.5 meter to 1 meter high, and you just have to jump up on top of it, and then step down, and then jump back up on top of it. And we had to do 12 sets. No, not 12 sets. God, that would be painful. 12 reps of each one. So like 12 jumps up and down. We're not dying to that. 12 jumping up and down onto the box and then back off. And 12 step-ups on one side, 12 step-ups on the other side. And then we were free to move on to RDLs, also known as Romanian deadlifts, and then our squats. So that lower body session of fun was hell. Absolute torturous hell. But the good thing... Nope, never mind. I guess we'll just have to sell something. But it didn't even... The worst part was it didn't even really end there either. Because the day after, on the Thursday, guess who was running a lower body strength class? Everybody that performed in it the day before. And so basically, we just had another day's worth of hell that we had to perform. And we just weren't ready for it. And then after that, we had to do agility classes as well. It really does feel like the teachers are trying to kill us sometimes. Because literally everybody in my class, like I saw them today. I went in for like one lesson today. Literally everybody in my class is still sore from like the days before worth of training and pain. So it's not just me. I'm not just like the weakest potato in the basket. There are plenty of potatoes that looking pretty rough at the moment. Okay, but hey, look at us go. We're actually doing extraordinarily well. Spectre's up and running. We've got Hydra rocket pods up and running. We've got our Necromancer back after selling it. Sorry, Necromancer. Spectre was more important. And then we'll be getting our Prince of Darkness. And then we'll be at round 80. And then I can not focus on this. Because honestly, I have been thinking about this quite a lot. I've been thinking about like which towers I need to have just to make sure that I can get through this, and making sure that I'm not leaving, like, forgetting about camo detection, you know. You don't want to get to the last map only to realize you've got the sub, the tack shooter, and the glue gunner as your last 3 towers, you know. Like, not the greatest in terms of variety, especially not in terms of camo detection. Like, yeah, the sub can do a little bit, but not too much, especially not on this map. Okay, round 63 is our absolute baby. We really don't even struggle. Okay, I think we're actually all good now. Do 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 do. Yeah, not gonna lie, this Odyssey was a bit of a pain to do without Monkey Knowledge, but hey, we actually got through it this time. Last time it was borderline impossible without Monkey Knowledge. In fact, I would wager it was impossible without Monkey Knowledge, just because double HP Moabs on that flooded valley map and trying to start off with either a boat or a sub being the only towers really viable. That was damning. That was absolute hell without any Monkey Knowledge. So didn't think that was too possible. But hey, this one seems to have a different story. Don't get me wrong, it took me a while to get it, but we can. We can, we will, and we did. So suck it, balloons. Bang, bang, bang. Dun, 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 dun. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna skip to round 80 for you guys. I'm sorry. I've honestly just been like dragging this out, talking about my day and how I'm in a lot of pain when you guys don't really need to hear about that. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna save up for Prince of Darkness. If I can't afford it in time, I'll probably sell my Hydra rocket pods to afford it. But yeah, from then on out, we should be able to get straight to round 80. You can use the tack and the mortar if you want, but doesn't look like we'll actually need them. So I'll see you at round 80. And boom. Round 40. Well, it's been an honor, guys. This has been what? The wonderful Odyssey? Easy clap. We managed to do it. No Monkey Knowledge required. Didn't even use some of our towers. And if you look really deep into the statistics, we didn't even use this fucking thing either, but apparently we did, so that's cool too. Alright. 8 lives remaining, not too bad. Literally any Monkey Knowledge will benefit you from this, but ones I would highly suggest would be Mana Shield. That would have saved so many extra lives. Might even have 50 by the end of this if I had the Mana Shield on, but nevertheless, got 4 days to complete this. Wonderful Odyssey. Absolutely smashed it. And there you go. So, actually, is there anything cool in the trophy store? Iceberg Pontoon? Kinda. Whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, guys, and good luck with the Odyssey.